Twist, they aren't out of the woods. fnatic has been softened to the point where CeRq strikes. Brollan finds his third. He's the only one with a kill so far for fnatic, and he's gone. So KRIMZ has to step up in the one-on-one. He's got the advantage on the angle, but first, more ammo and a Glock than a USP, and more for KRIMZ than CeRq.
It wasn't pretty, but fnatic get it done. They really were tested there. They went for the full B execution, but NRG was certainly aware. They held on to all their utility and saw the full commitment from fnatic. They dropped a horrendous smoke right now. Used all of their smokes, and we haven't got to the 1 minute mark. It's going to be very difficult to fend this off now. Twist makes his way in, but a good boost from Ethan does yield one frag. Ethan still battling, and it looks quite good for him. The flashes, utility usage. They don't have smokes, but the flashes and incendiaries are doing a fantastic job. This round should be theirs.
Dap steps out, flames and smoke. He can't spot anyone in it. He had to fire a lot of bullets. Fortunately for his sake, no one's pushing up onto the back of the platform. He should be able to repeat, but KRIMZ actually gets him down from water. They still haven't got the advantage, and they don't have the sight. Sure, they're past the top of Banana, but the bomb isn't, and guess who's behind to spot that now? Easy kill from Brehze, and it's going to be the first round from NRG.
Even got their own theme tune.
Interesting to note as well that NRG got to be the fan favorites today. It was Nip yesterday against fnatic,
right.
And I think you got to give a lot of respect to how fnatic played that, just as you do with NIP. But they certainly didn't seem to win anyone over for it.
Well, they did knock out 2 Australian teams on their way here, so it's understandable.
Find more than just this conversion, but also the 3-0 start. Ethan gets boosted by Daps. That gives him a better chance to lob a nade in towards CT connector. It's a clever little tactic. Doesn't do as much damage as I'm sure they were hoping, but it does hit Twist nonetheless. And 3-0 would be likely with this force buy, as we know that means the CTs aren't going to have much to purchase in the next round.
But there's always quite the chance with fnatic and the Xizt, to be fair. Those smokes, they're going to try and hold them off as long as they possibly can. Try and make NRG feel uncomfortable and commit to moves that they weren't necessarily planning on. 50 seconds at this point, and fnatic still have 3 of their smokes, man. So that's still looking pretty good in that department. JW holding Arch, he'll have the scouts trying to cause damage. Not necessarily going for frags, of course, that would be ideal, but he's just to find tags, so those CZs can be a lot more effective in the later round.
Goes, flash.
Sinker. He didn't see this in Brollan's POV. He managed to get 3 kills. They've just got no chance. They're in the flames. They're flashed as well. And it will be 12-8 as NRG have to take another partial buy here. They certainly have the maximum loss bonus, but it's not enough to help them out here.
Somehow turns against his own team. He found the shot, but he was so fast to react and so nervous to do so. He takes the bomb down in the process. It's a 2-on-2, and they don't have a plant off of this. Molotov on default, they can't get to it yet, and that gives more time for the flank of Brollan. He's already a banana. He'll look to default, but KRIMZ reads it very well.
He's confident, isn't he? Brollan wants to get stuck in there, but it is going to leave KRIMZ in a possible 2 versus 1. CeRq, Ethan, both low. He's going to wait the smoke out here and see if any opportunities arise.
Low enough that the AK gets out quick. CeRq gets the angle instead, follows up with both kills to close the round. Finally, NRG get a gun. 9 rounds. It's only their second in the half despite winning the pistol. And you mentioned it, that money, it was so out of control, so well established on the fnatic side. Still expensive. The last round was closely contested. They'll have to buy back in, but
right it out. And that's JW to bring it back to a 3-on-3, make it 2. That's one hell of a shot. Brehze will be removed from the equation as fnatic battle for their 14th round. JW can't believe how easy it's getting for him now. That it's walking out into his crosshair. Bombs down, surely the round's over. Daps on low HP, doesn't seem the man for the job, but JW certainly is absolutely massive. So they get the first pick towards B, and the mentality there from NRG is they force a rotation there from the A bomb site. They might be able to pounce. There'll be no presence towards A whatsoever. Brollan, even with a very slow reaction, gets their first kill, and they don't fall back. They don't maintain the advantage. They commit to that very tight angle out of the apartments, and sure, JW hits some remarkable shots here, but they could have done a bit more with it. This is where it all went horribly wrong for them. He gets 4 kills in total and gets fnatic 1 step closer to winning their map pick of Inferno. Remember, it's Train next, and NRG have been sensational on Train the last 3 months. They have not dropped it.
Break through, hoping he would emerge from the smoke. That forces him to have to back off, and it leaves CeRq on his own. It was a bit of a miscue on the flash that went through. Daps had turned, maybe they could continue the charge, but it's all on Brehze. 1 on 4, make it 3, perhaps 2, because KRIMZ is low, but he's got the angle on the op. And fnatic start the series with a victory. And guess what? It didn't need overtime.
It didn't this time. They're looking poised and they've still got a lot of gas left in the tank, it seems. A solid performance. Massive advantage here for the NRG boys, and they will fully commit towards outside. KRIMZ to defend here, though. He's got a decent position. He's done damage towards CeRq. The bomb goes down, and all of a sudden, fnatic look like they're in charge. Oh, the awareness from KRIMZ, but Brehze is the one that bests him once again. And it's now the 2 versus 2. Xizt has been decent on the retakes. And look at Brollan's position. He sits in the crow's nest right now, waiting for the chance to strike. If they go for the plant, that's when he'll make his way through. And now that's a guaranteed frag. 9 seconds remaining, trying to pounce on the bomb plant, and that's such a nice move. He knows there's no chance of repositioning, and it will be fnatic. They close the round out there. They lost the first 2 picks as well. Remember, that's a 5-on-3 against them, and they get a D.
To cover the E-box means they have to go wide. It means they don't have the tin can to protect the bullets. Ethan, great guess as to where the diffuser was, but 3 HP. He is so fragile. It doesn't matter if KRIMZ goes on the bomb, and he'll just barely spot him at the last possible second.
That's so sick from Ethan. He had 3 HP in that situation. It looked like he had no...
12 seconds. He's going to try and get above as well. That's going to give him better angles. Doesn't spot anyone. Bomb's got to be planted. Ethan to do it. JW doesn't have position to wrap on it, so they can't deny. That was probably their best chance. I say that until Twist shows up. CeRq to clutch it back with an AWP, and Twist has an AK picked up. He might be low on HP, but he's getting a lot closer onto position, but JW reads it wrong. Thought CeRq might wrap around it. Twist! He didn't have enough left for the fight. He fought hard, but he didn't have enough left for the last kill, and NRG will win out the half. And now again, but wants to get out from it. Xizt catches out Brehze, and KRIMZ does fantastic work. 2 from CT, and they've got a crossfire set up on the T side, on fnatic's side. That might be to silence the entry. CeRq hits the shot on the AWP and immediately grabs a rifle, needs to trade, but Xizt is so far away. He's ready on the AK, and the man with the brain has the brawn as well. He leads the way on 23 in the 13th for fnatic.
They've managed to bring it back out of nothing. It looked like...
The opposite side of where Brehze started to play. Twist will hit Daps in the shin.
I love this position from KRIMZ. This could be everything, Matt. The 3 versus 2 is not a likely position in this sort of scenario.
This is where Twist shines as well, because he never overcommits to a peak. He's frustratingly patient, and the more patient he is, the further they have to get to KRIMZ. Now he hits a stunning shot, and Daps is left with nothing to work for, no time, and back-to-back rounds for fnatic.
That's more like it. They were absent for 5, and this could be it. 14-10, they've taken the full eco. They've had to bite the bullet and allow fnatic to get series points here. 3 push off towards short, but JW this time with a gun in hand won't be called out. KRIMZ, put your grenades away. Brollan with 2, and that's round.
Make it 3. He got an assist from KRIMZ on 2 of them. Daps is down. Brollan with that kill as well. An ace for him against the eco, but a fitting 3 Augs. They still have their place. 4 for Ethan up close to the smoke. Maybe gives him more confidence on the spray. They're very similar in that regard. I have no answer for JW. Back 10-2. CeRq tries desperately to get the shot back through the smoke, but that leaves him in the open and vulnerable. 3 down and 2 to find. Make it just 1. JW with 4. It might be back-to-back aces. Brollan at the last one. JW wants to win.